If you like someone in the church, you have to go straight to your pastor to tell your pastor before you come to propose to the woman.
African conception of dating is wrong. Dating in the church and dating in the world, they are not different. They are the same issues. Just that in the church, there should be Christian principles guiding it. Partners are important. And if you love somebody, you must be willing to make some sacrifices to keep them.
There are lots of things that we are not honest with as Christians. You have emotions, I have feelings. If I like someone, I'll go and tell my pastor.
Courtship is the highest step before marriage. In courtship, there is a proposal and there's an acceptance. And there's a family intervention where family know that my son will marry their daughter.
Most of the times, the ladies see the men in the church as brothers. Then him there, brother or check you. But you will never go to that direction. But when the outside spouse, you call him at 10 p.m. to explain.
And the guy should know that if you're a good person in the church, already there will be multiple ladies who may not come to you, but in their heart, they are yearning for you. One of the greatest mistake you can do is to start a relationship when you are too young. I can tell you, if you bring 1 million people and ask them, how many of you are married to the first person you started a relationship with? If you don't take care, you'll not get up to 10. Early relationships don't usually work. Number one, it's because you are younger. And when you are younger, your preference of a man or a woman is quite different from when you actually mature and you want to marry.
So, Jeff, would you date someone in the same church with you? Welcome to Beyond the Sermon podcast. And today we are discussing dating in the church. And we have our Reverend Emmanuel Enu in our midst. And we have Jeff also. And we are going to have the discussion. I want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on all social media, and make sure your notifications are on so that when we post, you know what we are talking about. So, Reverend, we know in the church, a lot of things happen, and dating is one of them.
Yeah.
Someone found someone in the church and dating starts and few people get to know about it, and then all of a sudden they are getting married. So, Reverend, today I want to ask you, what's the preference or perception? How do we handle it?
Okay. All right. So, first of all, greetings to our listeners and our viewers, and it's great to be back again.
Yeah.
Well, the African conception of dating is wrong. Let me even begin from that point.
Okay.
Because elsewhere, when you say somebody is on a date or they are dating, it simply means friendship. It simply means that they are probably having fun, seeing each other out and knowing who they are. So when, let's say, a white person says we are going on a date, there's nothing really to it. But here in Africa, when we say dating, we're actually talking about a very serious, deep relationship. I just wanted to clear that. And then let us understand that what we are discussing is more an intimate relationship, so that if somebody is watching from the outside world, because their understanding of what dating is
different.
It's quite different, so that they don't get it wrong. So we are talking about a more intimate relationship, probably that can lead to marriage. And it happens a lot in the church. Of course, for me, it would be wrong for you to meet somebody today and then tomorrow you are getting married. Yeah, I mean, there should be certain things that you know and you find out. So there's nothing wrong in being with a person to find out your compatibility and knowing each other out. So that is basically what we here will refer to as dating. Like you said, it also happens in the church. And it should happen in the church. There's nothing wrong with meeting somebody in church. And
so
then
it's healthy.
It's healthy. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
Dating in the church and dating in the world,
it's different.
They are not different. They are the same issues. Just that in the church, there should be Christian principles guiding it. Maybe we'll go more into that as we proceed. Yeah.
Okay. So, we want to know what is the difference between you have explained the dating. What about courtship?
Okay. So courtship is the highest step before marriage. Courtship is not marriage, but it's the next step towards marriage. In courtship, there is a proposal and there's an acceptance. And there's a family intervention where family know that my son will marry their daughter. So that one, it's official. The only thing that has not come is probably the marriage ceremony. So at courtship, we are talking about one man, one woman. They have decided, they know that this is my choice and all that. And they are just preparing for their ceremony. So that is courtship. And that's quite different from what we see as dating.
Okay, so I just want to ask this. So maybe a pastor will link two people and go like, okay, you guys are compatible. The Holy Spirit told me, or God told me that you are compatible. But some people don't get to know this particular person. Like, okay, God has said it, but let me know you on my personal level.
No.
Because God has said it, automatically they have finalized everything and they are getting married. And then on the long run,
there's problem.
Yes. And then both of them are in the same church and they are playing a major role.
Sure.
So these things, how can you just handle it? Because it comes with so much emotions all over.
It's true. Now, let's find the true way of handling this thing from the Bible.
Okay.
Let's go to the first marriage.
Okay.
God said it's not good for the man to be alone. Made a woman, and the woman that God made was in his preference, in God's preference, in his all-knowing mind, knowing that this would be good for this man. And so then when Adam woke up to see Eve, he confirmed it, that this is now bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. I'll call her woman and that. So there was an acceptance on a personal level by Adam for Eve.
So that means if Adam could wake up and see Eve and go like, I'm not interested.
Yes, God should have done something new. It's the same principle that should run in the church. I mean, if you are a pastor and you even see God linking people, something that I don't really, subscribe so much to, you must still give them the opportunity to assess themselves and develop love for themselves and build a relationship for themselves. Because if not, they will do the same thing that Adam did. The woman that you brought to me. Yes. So, yes, you saw them. You think they are good. Maybe you saw something in the spirit. It's good. So you tell them that this is what I saw. Kindly work on it. I'm praying with you. If you have anything, let's talk about it. And then you see how you help them, not by compulsion, but by choice, so that they do it normally. Because listen, even the relationship that God brought Adam and Eve, that relationship, there was trouble. Yeah. So it doesn't mean that I'm not sure God is in the business of matchmaking and just pairing people about. No. He gives us a choice. The Bible says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing. So there's a choice you need to find.
Some people, they can't find no.
Oh, then they are not looking. They are not looking well. There is always a guiding principle. Plus, if you're a Christian, the inspiration of the Holy Spirit to make a choice. Yeah.
Okay. So, Jeff, would you date someone in the same church with you? Well, would you?
Oh, 100%.
Why?
Because I feel that it's more easier. We grew up together in the same church. We have the same Father in the Lord. Okay. So our principles are not too different. Okay. And we know each other. We've been praying together. That's if we do those things like pray, fellowship together. When you get to the point of marriage, you realize that you've built that friendship. And one thing I've learned is marriage excels when the friendship is strong.
Okay.
That's one thing I've learned.
Okay.
So I think 100%.
That's nice. A lot of fathers, they want to maintain their. I want to maintain my church member. I want to
keep them still in the church.
I don't want them to go. And something like this, I can say, it's so hard to even tell your man of God, oh, I found someone. And the first in him, at times you feel like, okay, this person should be in the church so that you guys can build something together. Under the same covering. And then, so a thing like this, can we all marry in the church?
It is obvious that we all cannot marry in the church. I didn't marry in my church. Others have gotten married in my church. I've had guys and ladies from my church marrying.
Yeah.
I've had ladies from my church marrying from outside and they being taken away, very strong members. The same way I've had guys marrying outside my church, bringing ladies to church. In fact, on Sunday, I'm traveling all the way to Kumasi so that we go and pluck some flower from there and then bring it to my church. So we will lose some. It's not even losing. It's just that the principles of life and marriage, we'll lose some and then we'll bring some in. So for those that are able to find themselves within the church, we encourage them, they build it up. For those that find people outside, the only thing you have to do as a father in the Lord is to play that role and find out that, they are good, they are comfortable, they can marry. If they can marry, you have to encourage them and do not look at them leaving your church as a yardstick to intentionally release fake prophecies that you have seen something about the man and his devilish and all that. No. You got to allow them to explore. I've been so blessed that I've had ladies being married from my church. They go a month, 2 months. By the time I realize both the wife and the husband are now in my church also. So that one also is there. So I think that there should not be any hindrances when somebody finds someone outside.
But I feel like the same way you said, this particular person played a major role. So right now, we are not going to find a replacement. Train this particular person not to be like the exact one that is gone, but you give this person room to grow.
Sure.
And this one, as a open because this person have left a gap, and this gap you are now coming to nurture, not just to coming to plug. So I think maybe every person that is playing a major role in the church should either grow their kind or have an assistant that they are.
Exactly. So we don't train one person. We have to train multiple people for multiple positions and also have that understanding that it's not only marriage that can take someone out of your church. One of the things is education. You can, if you are intercrate and somebody gets admission to the KNUSC or Legon, they cannot be going and coming every weekend. Yes, so even school can take someone out. Job, traveling overseas. These are all, even death, we don't want to talk about it, even death can take someone out of your church. And so, as far as we are grooming people, we should also have understanding that it is possible that someone can leave. Apart from all the things that I've mentioned, offense can also take someone out of the church. So what if you have trained somebody and some of these things, other than marriage, takes them out? It's the same principle with marriage. So let's keep training, making sure that every position has 3, 4, 5 people already groomed to take over. For all you know, somebody will leave and the person who is coming will do a far better job than the one who has left. Yeah. So I think that one, it calls for training and grooming people all the time.
Okay.
To help.
What's your ideal or idea about how dating should be about in the church? Since you are not a pastor, and
I think I would agree with what Reverend said at the beginning. I think one mistake we have in the church is we are unable to define our relationships.
Okay.
And as Reverend said, the concept of dating in our part of the world is totally different from what it actually is.
Okay.
Because you can date multiple people in the church.
Yeah.
In the sense that you take maybe Sister Vero out, the next day Sister Margaret, just to build that friendship. But what we think dating is rather courtship.
Mm-hmm.
We start with courtship.
We start with courtship. And I think that's the problem. And there are a lot of things that we are not honest with as Christians. If I like someone, I know very well that you have emotions, I have feelings. If I like someone, I'll go and tell my pastor, Charlie, I like
Check it.
Why? Is it because in the church? Because you have to talk to if you like someone in the church, do you have to go straight to your pastor to tell your pastor before you come to propose to the woman or tell this particular woman
not
that
even
you are?
about proposal, but I like the person.
Okay.
Then he's my father in the Lord.
Okay.
Pastor, I like Margaret. What should I do about it? Because sometimes you take an action without the consent of your pastor.
Mm-hmm.
Then it leads to so many things. Then it comes to church heads. Then you leave the church, as Reverend was saying. So we should be honest to our men of God. That's one key thing about relationships. The idea of dating, whatever. Just be honest.
Okay, that part I don't agree with. Reverend, I don't agree. Because you have seen someone, you like this person, Jeff, and okay, let's put man of God aside. Let's do it like your biological father. You have seen a woman that you like. Are you going to tell your biological father about it before you even become friends with this person, or before you even approach this person to tell this person how you feel about her?
Okay. What I'm trying to say is,
I believe you should rather be friends with this person, check one or two things that you think you like about this person, talk to this person, not to tell them you want to be in a relationship with this person, but make sure you build some friendship. So in case you go and tell your pastor, first of all, your pastor will ask you, do you like this person?
okay,
That's the first question. Or
of course. So.
Your pastor will ask you, do you like this person? He will not ask you if you love. Do you like? Because likeness and love is different.
Okay.
So I believe you should build some kind of relationship, friendship with this person. So when you're telling your pastor, all the questions that will come from your pastor, you'll be able to answer.
So I guess what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But what I'm also trying to say is, you see, our pastors are normally busy.
I know, right?
They are normally busy. And sometimes if you don't take the time to go to them, you are already friends with her because you're in the same church.
Okay.
You know her. But it gets to a point, there's this sort of emotional attachment. You need to go and ask for consultation from your man of God. Charlie, Father, this is what is happening. What do you not Kebi Mami, but direct me, because he's my shepherd and I'm his sheep.
Okay.
So if I hear his voice, I have to obey it. And maybe he has seen something, but he's waiting for me to come to him. So if I tell him that maybe I like Sen, I say, but on your good move, then I know that, okay. Because I feel most of the times we let our emotions overtake the part where God says, obey my commandments.
Okay.
Our emotions take
the better part of us,
which doesn't help us at all.
Okay, if I'm to come in, now you see somebody in the church, you are friends. By the way, it's not everybody you are in church with that is your friend. But let's say that in this case, you have developed friendship. I agree with Jeff that before you go out to propose to the person, of course, the way you have been friending, she herself understand that something is about to happen.
But some people, they are friends is like, hello, how are you?
That one, there's acquaintance, it's not friend. So once you get to that point that you are convinced that you want to make this move, I agree with Senna that with Jeff that once it's the same church, if it is outside the church, it's different. But once it's the same church, you need to see the man of God. Oh, man of God, I've seen this person, we've talked and all that, and I wanted to take the extra move of proposing. But I wanted to ask you, What do you think? So the man of God will have a verdict.
Okay.
I am agreeing with him because I am in a position to know. Probably another person has already brought this, lady, and they are in a relationship of some sort, or I know something. If the pastor does not know and you go ahead to propose, the lady accepts, you are likely to cause a lot of confusion in the church because this other person will find out. And in our churches, girls don't keep quiet. They talk too much about everything, causing mayhem. So once because the pastor is privy to a lot of information that others don't know. So when you come and say, oh, this one, I know that she's in a relationship, or I know something else. So before you take this move, do this, do that. It saves everybody the problem. And let me add that, you see, before you even propose to a lady, take your time to be friends in the church beyond the hi and the hello. Because listen, a proposal changes behavior. A proposal leads to conformity instead of reality. Now, when you propose to a lady and they are coming to a church meeting knowing that you'll be there, their dressing is informed by your presence. Their manner of talking in the group when you are there will be informed by your presence. So when the proposal has not come, they dress the way they want to dress. They will talk the way they want to talk. And then you will know the kind of person in reality who this person is. So when you go ahead and say, I love you, then you know your package. That is why proper courtship, if you do proper courtship, proper friendship, and you start courtship, even within 1 month, you can marry. If you understand what I'm saying. Because if you do your homework very well, you don't need a very long. What are you going to find out again? What are you trying to find out again? You have done your background study to find the person when they were being real. You understand? Because normally, even the courtship, there's a lot of conformity. Let me conform. I'm just doing this because of him and all that. But allow the person, find the person in their real state. In their real state, that you know them for them. And then when you make the move, you are on the right track.
Some people, immediately they start dating someone in the church. There are certain things they hardly do. Example, but
they'll stop it. Yes, they'll stop it. It will change.
Find someone dating, or maybe they are going out with this person in the same church, while the composure we are being like
fake life on Gua.
Let me comport myself so that this my guy will know that I am serious. Women, we have those funny ideas in our mind. Okay, in that let me see if it will be okay to his standard. But once you were not going out with anyone,
you were free.
You were free to put up whatever that suits you yourself. So right now, since there is a dating or courtship happening, you have to dress to
meet his standards and desire. Yeah.
Yes. So this whole thing is
and you see the problem. As soon as the proposal comes and marriage comes, they go back to their original self. And that's where the fight in the marriage begins. Yes.
Because whilst I'm dating you, you look put together. You dress, you do everything to make you presentable. But immediately you've gotten what you want. Now you start wearing something that your mother can't even wear. And these things, they feel like, I have witnessed a lot. They feel like, oh, because I'm married, let me just.
It doesn't matter again, yeah.
It doesn't. But how he saw you, how you were portraying, how you even talk, how you even do the things you do in the house of God, it's also an attraction that made a person moved to you. But immediately those things, I don't care. And it's not even for women alone, the men also. It goes like, now I'm married. But these things, it counts. They are little things that
They are very, very important, They're very important. Now, I prefer that you fall in love with the bahat self of the person. That you know that this person is bahat. And then you fall in love with the bahat because so that you know what you are expecting. I won't come and propose to you for you to conform to me.
Mm-hmm.
We marry and then you go back to your bahat self that I'm not used to.
Yeah.
You see, as a counselor, many marriages that will have a problem. They have the problem in the first 2 years of marriage. Why? Because it's that time that the person is going back to the normal life. And the person they are married to is like, who is this stranger that I married to?
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Please, my guys, if you want to marry, do not rush to propose to anybody. Be in the church. Let's say we are because we are we are in a choir, right? And the guys should know that if you're a good person in the church, already there will be multiple ladies who may not come to you, but in their heart, they are yearning for you. They are yearning for you. It's like that. And so do not be in a rush to propose to one. Take your time.
So does that mean you have to date multiple?
You have to be friends.
You made mention of that.
Yeah, in terms of the definition
of dating, which is friendship. So be friends with them. Be friends with them. Make sure that everybody is friendly around you.
Mm-hmm.
They talk the way they want to talk. And then after that, you now choose in your heart who you think is your preferred. Okay? You make the move to your pastor.
Okay.
You get the go ahead. And now you come and start a stricter relationship with that person. When I say a stricter relationship, then you know that this one is more focused whilst the others are getting more relaxed. You also don't want to start a relationship and then a boy, watch him again, watch him boy, that kind of stuff.
So like, let's say Jeff, okay. Your church.
Mm-hmm.
You will never know how many women that are in your mind, like you are in their mind. They'll go like, I wish Jeff could talk to me for us to just have, okay, let's go out. Most women, they can't propose to a man.
Yeah.
I can't approach you and tell you, I am in love with you, let's get married. You find it weird, like, So in your church, there are a lot of people that they wish, oh, I wish I'm married to Jeff. I wish I am in a relationship with Jeff. But here is the case. You will never know. So let's say like 2, 3, 4 women, you are in their mind. But here you are going for another person.
Mm-hmm.
And then they find out that Jeff is in a relationship with this particular. Anything that they will do to make sure that your relationship with them, with that particular woman, breaks. And then, as I said, if it is not me, it shouldn't be anybody. There are people
that's witchcraft spirit. Witchcraft spirit.
Those thoughts come in a woman's mind. If it is not me, it shouldn't be anyone else. You know, anything that they will do for that particular relationship to break, they will do. Then they will start telling this particular person you are going out with your past. Jeff Upoide. No be so abakacho. Oh, Damigeli, minimum why. So it start crushing your relationship. So something like this, what are you going to do? Because as a man, you will never know if they are in love with you. They will never tell you.
Okay. First of all, I want to say that I'm not close to marriage. I'm a very young version of the youth.
Hey.
But that aside,
okay.
One thing I've learned is that never make assumptions.
Okay.
Never make assumptions. Thinking that someone is maybe liking you or I think this person likes this person. Go and ask. And what you are saying about women not maybe telling men that they like them, it is culture. And because we are used to it, if a woman does that, then the woman is seen as different.
Yeah.
But one thing we need to know is that we are in the identity of Christ. So what Christ says, you do. If Christ tells maybe you, sinner, if you like Paul, go and tell Paul that you like him.
Mm-hmm.
Or even with that, you see, emotionally, women are a bit different from men.
Mm-hmm.
So I would advise that you tell your man of God first.
Okay.
Yes, because maybe the way you would tell Paul too will think differently. So tell your man of God first, and we will see where. But it's not wrong to tell a man that you have feelings for him.
Okay, I don't see it as anything wrong though, but it would depend on how mature that man will pick it up.
Exactly.
Actually, maybe you guys will get married and there will be a misunderstanding. Go like, "Malam po man bepe, wa po na bepe." Those kind of words, it hurts. Because there was this scenario that a man got married and they've been married for 5 years, and they went to a dinner in the man's family house, and the man's ex was invited. You see that relationship whereby your mother, your father, everybody in your family
has some friendship with your ex.
Yes, this particular woman, and marriage didn't happen because maybe an opportunity came for her to travel outside. Maybe something came up that it wasn't possible for you guys to get married. So at this particular dinner, this ex was invited because family felt like she was part of them. And since she's back from wherever that she went, they invited her as a family. So whilst at the dinner table, and they speak different language, and the infant they speak Ewe. And then the man that got married, the married couple, the man didn't know that the woman understand Ewe.
Okay.
But all these while they were married, she never made the husband knew that she understands the language. So whilst at the dinner table, the ex asked the man, "So we broke up and we settled for this." So that particular convo, they laughed about it. And when they go home, the next week, the woman was filing for a divorce.
Okay.
The moral lesson is don't assume that people don't understand.
So a scenario like this, the pastor will come in. This one, how will this pastor handle this particular issue?
Okay, so you see, when you get married, you should have conviction. You see, every choice of marriage, there will be a lot of potential people that you will see even after you are married. But marriage goes to something called conviction. I made a choice and I'm sticking by it. It also leads us to this thing that I want to tell people. Loose comments about your partner in your marriage is foolish. It doesn't matter the environment. Loose comment. Because this one is a loose comment.
Yeah.
Loose comment. Oh, make it that go around. Yeah, BBR. When it comes to emotional issues, there's nothing like on BBR.
Yeah.
Unless you are dealing with somebody who has a very high sense of humor and tolerance.
But I know a lot of people
don't have it. So you don't try it. You know. So this one, if you want the person to solve it, you are putting the person in a very bad light. He has to come and try to talk to this lady, and then you also have to show a lot of remorse, genuine remorse. And then, I mean, it can be resolved.
You know, a lot of people, well, some men will go like, "Oh, why are you bitter about this? Why me this thing that she said?" But I feel like the woman felt insulted.
Of course.
Not because it was coming from the woman, but at the dining table, your family, if it is a family of 20 people, 20 people have really listened to this, and one, they might lose respect for your wife. Let's say maybe your wife is not as beautiful as that ex. They will start talking to her like just anybody. So
it's hurtful. It's hurtful, but I mean, marriage also comes with
a lot of
tolerance and forgiveness.
This one, the forgiveness honest, it will take a very long time.
It has to come. It has to come. It has to come. You see, sometimes you have to project things far more, because one of my principles in life is that any offense that somebody offend me, I calculate it as, what if I was the offending party? It helps me to forgive very easily. Maybe it's also because I'm a pastor, but on the normal person level, have that understanding that whatever offense that somebody offend you, you can offend the same or worse. It helps you to forgive. And when it comes to marriage, partners are important. And if you love somebody, you must be willing to make some sacrifices to keep them. And sometimes the sacrifice is forgiveness. Yeah, so it helps like that.
So Jeff, has any lady proposed to you in your church before? Or you were a youth?
Yes. But I want to ask Reverend a question.
Okay.
Yes. So Reverend, with our age brackets, let's say let me start, because now the world is changed. From 14 to maybe 24.
Yep.
You see, in this age bracket, there's not anything like marriage for some few, but if I like someone in the church, how do I go about it?
Okay.
Because I think it's really hurting a lot of us in the church, the youth church to be in particular. How do I go about it?
Okay, so before I come to how you go about it, because of the age bracket that you mentioned, I want to start from this, that one of the greatest mistake you can do is to start a relationship when you are too young.
Okay.
Because I can tell you, if we bring 1 million people and ask them, how many of you are married to the first person you started a relationship with? If you don't take care, you will not get up to 10 out of 1 million.
Okay.
What does it mean? It means that early relationships don't usually work. Number one, it's because you are younger. And when you are younger, your preference of a man or a woman is quite different from when you actually mature and you want to marry. And so if you start dating too early, what will happen is that you'll be caught in a trap. The trap is that you get to your matured age. Now you want to marry. You started 14, you have dated a person like 10 years. But now you are matured. And in your maturity, you realize that this is not the correct guy for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So the best thing is to have walked off. But now, that is 10 years. You also feel you're a Christian. You are feeling that, me wasting the time. Broken heart, which me about. What will even the church, everybody knows it and all that. And so, as a counselor, one of the problems we are encountering today is that most people married out of pity than love. They married because mempere obe feel there ma rejecting. And so young worried. I was one worried. You need to be in love with a person for you to be able to overlook certain things to be with them. And so for those who want to start relationship, Elena Yakana wants, and it's not for us, it's for you so that you don't get trapped. I usually advise that you must start serious relationships when you think that within the next 2-3 years you can marry. If you think that within the next 2-3 years you will not be able to marry or you cannot marry, don't start a relationship. The longer you are in a relationship, the more difficult it is to break it off, even if it is not working. Even if it's a toxic relationship, if you have been in it for a long time, you will still stay. And then you get married and the marriage will lead to cheating and others because you are not happy in it. So let me use the opportunity to talk to young people. Please, let us be friends and put aside serious relationship. Now, when you are at that point, now let me back to your question. When you are in that point that you have seen the person, you like the person, of course. Talk to the person, be friendly. One day, Bishop Dark said something. He said, it's only an unwise brother who proposed to a girl and the proposal will be rejected. The reason is that before proposal, your homework should have been done. You should go and know for sure that this person, on one side, she has been waiting for a long time for me to come and say this. And it depends on the background work that you have done. In the friendship level, Once you begin to identify the one that you want to be with, you move your questions from normal friendship questions into more serious questions, you know. So what do you actually I want to have children? How many children you want to have? Hey, what is your kind of guy? Those kind of questions. Ladies are smart. Come on. They will know they will know where you are coming from. But make sure that you don't start this type of questions with multiple people. Because for ladies, once you start asking them that question, they already have accepted your proposal without you coming to propose.
At times, if we have accepted the proposal, or we know deep down, like
you are coming.
Yes. These questions, we will answer it without hesitating. But if we are not interested, you go like, the man, why are you asking me?
Experiencing all the children.
Why are you
asking this question? Yeah.
So, Reverend, I want to ask this. So dating in the church, are we supposed to set some boundaries? What are some of the boundaries?
Of course.
Expectations, those kind of things.
Okay, so the number one boundary is that don't propose to multiple people. Never propose to multiple. By proposing, I'm saying that you have actually gone to tell the person, let's start a relationship. Never do that in the church. Because you are going to cause a lot of problem, not only to yourself, but to the church. Yeah. You see, it will lead to fights. It will lead to jealousy. It will lead to a lot of problems. So what you need to do is that as you are getting closer to one person, you have to be reducing your contacts and, let me say, friendship level with all the others that you are not going for, so that they will come to the reality that, oh, I shouldn't raise high expectations for this guy. He's not coming for me. You don't want to be in a situation where that thing will be said about you. Hey, Wakajimo boy. Hey, Wajimo boy. Yajimo boy. You don't want to be in the church and have that rumor around you. So set that boundary. You are proposing to no one, it's fine. But if you are proposing, make sure it's just one person that you are proposing. Also, when you are proposing, you propose, do not hide it. Let it be known that you and we are in a relationship. You know, it can't. One time when I went to Konongo, and the first day I was introduced to the church, yes, but the pastor said, "Oh, this guy is coming from National Service from Sefios. He has come to Konongo. He's a pastor. He's all that, blah blah blah, and he has a very serious beloved." They added it so that you know. So please, unless you yourself you want to do underground things, and that is witchcraft. But if you want to be plain, and there's nothing wrong with I've settled with this person. Everybody knows that. Oh, easy. Yeah, okay. It saves you from the other ladies getting too close, jealousy and fights, and you yourself also getting confused about the whole thing. So these are boundaries that you need to set. And the other boundary that you need to do is that, like I said, don't be in a hurry to propose. Don't be in a hurry at all. You saw this girl 2 weeks, 3 weeks, no, in the quite girls, baby. All of a sudden, 2 weeks later, you have proposed. They will change. They will conform. And it might not help you to know the real person. You allow yourself to be amongst all of them, know them, and then make a choice. And then you go out to propose. Now, once you have done your proposal, please, once you propose to somebody, you have moved the person from a normal dating into a courtship thing. And like I said from the beginning, a courtship is just the marriage ceremony away from being married. Marriage, apart from a few things that are not permitted in the courtship. Courtship itself is a very serious something to marriage. So once you get yourself to that point, like he said, get yourself out of their DMs. There are some people you don't have to call after 9 p.m. 9 p.m. no? Yeah. That number 9 no? There are some chats, and of course, it shouldn't happen. There is a way ladies view messages after 9.
It's true.
There's a way they relax in their bed to read it. If you don't take care, they will understand it, what you have not written. So, Bibi ever kebiano and about 8 to enumber 8 able to mark after allow them to find a relationship with somebody else. These little boundaries, it helps. If you don't have these boundaries, there are ladies who will think that this guy is in love with me, even if they know you are in a relationship. That is when Senna said that they will actually start trying to do something to break up that relationship, because your actions and attitude towards them in private is giving them hope that if something happens here, you can come. Until you are here creating witches out of them, Christian sister, but what you are doing, you are giving them hope, so you are making them develop witchcraft spirit to go and kill somebody so that you can come to them. So let's set boundaries. And this one is for all of us, even if you are married, Christ, for all of us.
So, okay, let me put it this way. It's just like the men and then the women.
Yep.
The guys, when a new woman enters the church or joins the church, the old men in the church, they are all frolicking around her without knowing her. It's the same way the women too.
When a new guy
comes, all of a sudden, there is this corner way. Oh, let me greet him. And then all of a sudden, there are certain conversations, certain speech or words that go like, let me give her the attention. And then moreover too, you are talking to other ladies, getting to know them, but immediately a new woman or a new guy enters the church, your attitude or attention shifts to this particular person. And when you talk about it, you go like, you want to let them feel welcome. You want to let them feel welcome. You want to make them feel welcome. But the way you are,
you are doing it. You are doing that thing. You know, this your question. No, is reality. The church must help in that area. The church will help by intentionally setting up a committee of people who are destined to follow up.
This particular person will be involved in the work.
And say, we have a group. You are not part here, but we cannot allow. Because when you do it happens a lot. It happens a lot. They will just all of them become the most friendly kind of things that are a hard-doing. You see, so the church itself should prevent it by having people who are trained, spiritual to handle new people with their follow-up and all that. That does not mean that excesses will not come. But once there is a system, it reduces that potential, because everybody knows that, our encounter in coffee will follow up. So when you are doing it, everybody knows that
and then at times, women, immediately we get some little attention when we start talking to someone continuously for like a month, 2 weeks, or 1 week. We start developing this idea, okay, this person likes me, or okay, the way this person
looks at me and talks to me,
this person gets time to talk to me. But since we are in the same church, this person will feel like, but we are in the same church. If I'm talking to you every day, it's normal. But the conversations that we are having is not what the pastor preached. The conversations we are having, it is not what the song that the choir sang on Sunday. That's not the conversations we are having. We are having a total different conversation altogether. So if I begin to have this feeling or develop this kind of connection with you, and all of a sudden I start seeing you building another, you haven't proposed to me, you haven't asked me out, but me and you know the conversation we are having in our DMs. So immediately I see you doing the same thing with another person. First of all, I go like, what is this? Because the little attention you are giving me, it's not that I'm happy about it, but why are you giving me that attention? And all of a sudden, you have switched. When I see you in church, you are frolicking with other people, and Do I have the right to talk about it?
The problem lies with the guy and what he's doing. Guys must understand that ladies have a different emotional understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Their minds and their emotions often they don't work together. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're a guy, you don't want problem. Like I said, there are certain conversations you don't converse. You will be in trouble with ladies. There are certain types of conversation you only converse with somebody that you have eyes on and you are going for.
Mm-hmm.
But don't do it. There are people like that. They even type the same message and forward it across. When you do that, when the church is praying against any hindrances, you are part of. Because you are disturbing the peace. You are disturbing the peace of the church. And so, my guys, especially, let us be. I like the word that Jeff used. Let us be honest. Let us be honest. Once we are Christians, we can do all things, but not everything is expedient. We need to have limits, boundaries, and not turn up the emotions of people, especially ladies, because the way their emotions work is different from us.
Yeah.
It's quite different from us. Yes, you can buy a gift for a lady. That gift is a proposal to her. Into me, I won't buy you gift for you to read anything into it. You understand? Unless, that notwithstanding, there are some ladies that their level of maturity is huge, that they can just know that, there's nothing in it. There are a few of them though, but to avoid problems, don't do anything that can be misinterpreted, because it will be used as evidence. When you meet your pastor and they are complaining, they will say, he sent me a message at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. He said this. He said, Pastor Mojo, screenshots. They will tell you that you have made attempts at them and it makes you look bad. So let us put aside that kind of stuff.
A lot of ladies, why is it that they avoid dating in the church?
Well, I don't know statistically if it is true, but it can be true that some ladies don't. One, probably they are afraid of the competition. Yeah, they feel that, like I said, that is if the person plays a role in church. The Bible says in Songs of Solomon that because of the savour of your ointment, therefore do the virgins love thee. You understand? So when somebody plays a role in church, pastor, shepherd, a musician, instrumentalist, protocol, anything that makes you significant in the church, ladies naturally like you. With their thinking that because you are doing this, you are spiritual and you are good. And so because of that, they are drawn to you. And so the ladies feel that the way he's this, by all means, if he tells me that he loves me, by all means, there will be other people who he also likes. So let me stay out of the competition. Two is because there are a lot of gossip in churches.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah, there's so much gossip I don't know where Christians learn that thing from. They talk too much about things they know little about. And so some people want to avoid the drama. I won't pick anybody in the church for somebody to say this, somebody say that. Number three is also for those who are having, extra
combines
around. They know that once the person is in church there, my friends who are around me and know me will by all means let the person know my actual way. So let me get somebody who is far, that my friends in church don't know us well.
Okay, should we put that as familiarity?
Familiarity is also there. It's also there. Another problem with people not dating in church is that there's also the perception that chapel or the one papa. So some people just on that basis say I won't date anybody. They are wicked. They are just pretending in church. So it's also a notion.
When they bring their issues to the pastor will not say anything like helpful or calm or that. But the actual thing that the pastor have to tackle, but because both of them are my members, I shouldn't say anything that will jeopardize their relationship or marriage. So let me brush surface so that they will have peace and then go. But now I don't know, so not Oshawa
Just come, Jeff.
I think there's also one key point you've left out, and I think
no, come.
Every man knows. You see, most of the times the ladies see the men in the church that they attend as brothers.
Okay.
But first you have my brother.
No. But I'm trying to.
I get your point. Your point.
Then him there, brother, or check. But you will never go to that direction. But when the outside spouse, you call him at 10 p.m. to explain.
Your point is very true. It's very, very factual. Of course, we say, okay, we have the same spiritual father. Therefore, we are brothers and sisters. But we are not biologically brothers and sisters, so we can marry.
That term, brother, is a Christian word.
It's a Christian word, though, but you also have to understand we are not related by blood. So yes, so
if you want to marry, we can marry and have a relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's true. Your point is very true. Some people, they actually like them, but they feel that we have been friends and we are more like brothers and sisters, so it won't help. It's sweet if friends marry. So you can just go ahead and say, oh, Mr. Drama, can you come to the leading vocalist, do something? You can even do rehearsals. When you marry, you can do rehearsals.
But do you know there are brothers in the church that they can propose to women?
As for them, they should get my book. They should get my book before and after I do. I have a whole chapter on how to propose. Listen, proposal is not easy. But it's not easy when you have not taken time to be friendship with the person. I mean, if somebody is new, you are not that familiar, you're going to propose, it's hard. It's hard. But if you have taken time, you have friends and all that, it's much easier. So for the guys who don't know how to propose, you can also go to your pastor.
Tell your pastor to
go tell your pastor to
on your behalf.
No, even say it on your behalf. Give you guidelines and then corner you and the lady in such a way that by all means you will propose by force.
Okay, also sex in a relationship in the church.
Yeah.
Is it necessary?
Premarital sex in itself is not permitted. It's not even the permission, it's not even right. Okay. So of course, dating, courtship in the church must not come with sex. It must not come. It's a no-no. It's one of the do not go areas when you are dating, when you are courting. It's not even in church. Everywhere that you are dating and courtship, premarital sex is not permitted. And maybe another time I can have a program on that and I'll explain why.
Okay.
Because I know that people have some reasons why they think it is important. So you bring the reason and I would use the same reason to tell you why it's not important.
Jeff, what's your view on that?
Okay, so I'll use this analogy. In Ghana, you being a driver is not your ability to drive, or you being seen as a driver is not maybe you're a good driver, but is if you have a license. So if you don't have the license to have sex,
why are you driving?
Why are you having sex? It's as simple as that. But you see, sometimes I also think that we say a lot of things, but when it comes to the doing aspect, it's very difficult. And we understand. But if it's not right, it's not right.
Sure.
That's the basic thing. If it's not right, it's not right.
Some people go like, for me to get the license to drive,
You have to test drive.
You have to. You learn how to drive. You go for the line.
So when you drive, you test drive the car, and then you don't like it, then you park it, and so once you park it,
also we're driving school.
So now let's use a better analogy. That let's say the ladies are Gary. Okay, so we have 1 cup of Gary there. Emmanuel, I come. I taste some. I enjoy it. I say, Jeff comes, takes some. Willie comes, takes some. The lady, you don't have to be offended because that's what you are saying. That I don't know, they are testing the area. So what we are doing is testing. We are not doing anything wrong. So as we are testing, do you know that the Gary, the way he used to be, is no longer, as we are testing, it's no longer the same. And after being tested for so long, those who are coming from behind will say, this one has been over-tested. And everybody that tested it left it. So it means that it is not a good car. It's not a sweet Gary. And that is why you may never get married. Because you have given it out too much that people think that you are just a test case. You see, so I think this one day we need to do an episode on it and really talk about it. Reality. I am never disputing the reasons why people subscribe for premarital sex. They are valid reasons, but whenever you want to make a choice, you have to look at spiritually, physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, and then you do the pros and cons, and then you know that okay, this thing, it has pros, but the cons far overshadow it, and that's when it helps you to make the choice a bit easier. To a man, sex is not so much, it's not something so much. It's just, but to the woman, that's their emotional standpoint. And so whenever we are talking about premarital sex, we advise ladies to be more serious about ensuring that it doesn't happen, because it is far to their disadvantage than to that of a guy. And whenever you see a lady saying that we use him after a relationship broken up, it just means that they had sex. There's nobody who will not have sex in a relationship and relationship breaks up and says that I've been used. No.
And even if you guys are going out, leading to a marriage, and sex hasn't happened, and you find this particular thing that you think about and go like, no, this particular habit, I can't stay with this man for the rest of my life. It is easy for you to snap out. Yep. It is easy for you to let go without having any emotion attached. Because what do you gain to lose? Nothing. So it is easier for you to leave. But immediately there is sex in, you start having a lot of counselors. You have like 3 friends that advise you. You have your pastor that advise you. You have other friends in the church that start to advise you because you are emotionally attached to this person. So because there are a lot of people in the church that are in a relationship that deep down in their heart they are supposed to let go, but because there is sex involved, so
it's not just sex, especially when the sex is very good. When the sex is very good, then the lady will, they will not leave, no matter what is happening.
Even if they leave and they find out like you are going out with another person, they will do everything possible for that relationship to break. Because it's like it's payback time, it's revenge time. So all this dating in church, or there so for one sermon.
No church me one. Oh, you better change them that. As to the overflow on yasam, because honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. It's like if we do it the way we have to do it, it's the best. You are under the same guidance. You won't have a spiritual confrontation, because sometimes when people are from different denominations, sometimes there's some friction. But the same guidance, you understand each other. When there's a problem, you are going to the same person. The same person knows all of you equally. And so there's no preference when they are giving advice. The advice is for for the best of the relationship rather than to favor one of you that they are more closer with, you see. So it helps. It also helps the pastor to monitor it.
Yeah.
And the best thing is even for it to, before it starts, the pastor will know, because I've seen it where somebody comes to me, say, oh man of God, I really like this lady, I want to propose to. And I say, oh my brother, this one, she's in a relationship. Oh. He's in a relationship. Yes, that the guy is not in our church, but they are in a very serious relationship that I am in constant, discussion with this guy. So you have talked, but you have not had the boldness to ask that question. And the lady too has not said it because for her, she thinks that we are just talking. But coming to me, the information is now clear. It will help you to reverse. But if you go and propose, what will happen is that maybe the lady accepts it, knowing that she's also seriously in a relationship. What will happen? The gossips around will let the other guy know. What you are doing is wrong. The pastor gets to know. The pastor is angry. He has to be.
Yes.
You are in a relationship. Why are you accepting another person? My guy, why were you, when you were going to propose, why didn't you come and seek for some clarity first? You understand?
Yeah.
So let us do all things in the right way. It helps everybody. If it is outside of the church, it's quite different. But inside of the church, you are like one family and things should be done orderly so that it doesn't hurt yourselves, doesn't hurt the church, and doesn't hurt God in the process as well. And I believe that we can. But me, I agree with in-house. I love it. When I see them, they are it's just that I'm the hard drink. They will cause you so much problem. But once they are, because I have a lot of couples, they are both from my place. Sometimes even came that the church was suffering accusation that we were, how do you call it? We were intentionally matchmaking, because a certain year we had a lot of weddings and everybody was from there. Yeah, so it looked as if we were intentionally doing that. But the thing is that when I see that we are here and you like this lady and this lady likes you, of course, advice na vimbia with the bomb. But the bomb, once you are going to do it within the remit of what is right, of course. When I also know that you are out there, I also want more. So if all pastors can observe and help, it will help. I know a lady in my church who received a proposal from inside and they didn't want to accept it because probably she preferred someone else. And then they came to me with the issue and I sat the lady down to break it down with her. What are your reasons? And she gave a lot of reasons. I'm saying, what I'm telling you is not spiritual. It's not God has shown me. But there's a guy. He's doing well. He's doing this. He's coming to you with love. There's no one in your life. You are growing. Why are you still following my preference, my preference? Yeah. Give it a try. We are not saying start married tomorrow. Talk. Give yourself an open heart and talk, and let's see. As we see, they are about 6 or 7 years married now.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, they are 6 or 7 years married now. So sometimes we need to just open up and we see how best it can work.
Jeff, your last words.
I've really enjoyed the wise words from Reverend. And my last words are simple. If you are struggling with lust or anything, as the Bible said, run away, flee. Flee. No, this is very important because I've got to realize that it's not the amount of tongues or prayers you speak.
Oh, yeah.
That will change the situation. If the environment is uncomfortable, flee. Because at the end, prevention is always better than cure.
I would advise against going beyond the boundaries when we are having dating or courtship in the church. Christians, we are called Christians because we are set apart. We cannot date and court like how the rest of the world do it. If we do it like that, we'll have the problems they are supposed to have. In church, there are guiding principles, and the manual for it is the Bible. Let us seek the word of God, and let us try to walk in the precept of the guidance of the word of God and the Holy Spirit. May we not be people who do things haphazardly. Relationships are very important, but if you don't handle them well, they can also break hearts and break lives. So I'd advise that if you find someone in your church, take the right steps. If you find someone outside, to make sure that that is not somebody who is coming to ruin your relationship with God. Yeah, it's somebody who is coming to augment and help you build a stronger relationship with God and enjoy your marital life as well. God bless you.
All right, this is a very interesting and then very educative and healthy topic we have tackled. And I know you watching us out there, you picked one or two things right from it. Reverend said, do the right thing. And Jeff also says, be honest. We are continuing our conversation, so stay tuned and make sure you watch the next one that comes up, because this is a very broad topic. This is Beyond the Sermon podcast. Subscribe. Follow us on all social media platforms and make sure your notifications are on so that when we post, you will definitely get to know the next conversation. Stay tuned.